For another video, and today's one we're going to be reacting to the All Blacks playing the Wallabies, the first of the Better Slow Cup games. Let's get into it. Now I gotta say, when I saw this first try 3 minutes in, I thought this is just going to be a runaway game, because it just felt like the Wallabies just immediately, the All Blacks sending it out wide, getting it into Caleb Clark's hands so quickly. And you can see from that top view that, you know, that the highlights just started at, that they didn't have the answers, the Wallabies, because they just couldn't close down the All Blacks quick enough. They get it out wide, and it was really just too easy really for the All Blacks. Obviously amazing with that emotional start for Caleb Clark, crying as his dad sing the national anthem, immediately scoring a try. What a game for him, you know, at Eden Park, scoring within the first 3 minutes. Your dad just sang the national anthem. Super emotional, scored a great try. But to be honest, pretty much for the whole game, I just think the Wallabies weren't able to close the All Blacks down. And if you don't close the space down with the All Blacks and you give them space to run, this is the result. So we move on. I mean, it's 13 minutes. It was a penalty for both conceded, the All Blacks and the Wallabies. But I've got to say that first, say, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, it was all Blacks, really. They had all the possession. The Wallabies couldn't really close down the space and allowed the All Blacks to run with the ball. And they had a lot of freedom to actually run with the ball, and actually didn't put up as much points on the board as I thought they would. Great try there from Leroy Carter, and just showing there, I mean, it's the second test in All Black jersey, looking for opportunities, going and looking for work, finding the space, scoring a brilliant try. And man, also you just saw Cam Roigard there going for a snipe at the line. You immediately could see the difference when Cam Roigard was back this week in the All Black colours. And there was definitely some individual players this week for the All Blacks that made a huge difference. One of them, definitely, I would say, Cam Roigard and even Caleb Clark.
Well, the All Blacks muscling it, trying to get it over the line, and eventually they do. Cam Roigard, it has come back.
Cam again. Just talking about Cam Roigard, and there you see what he does. But there was definitely something with the Wallabies that they have to look at. You just see two of the tries. It's basically their defense around the ruck. They don't have anyone protecting that defense around the ruck. They're all spreading out to defend, and no one's covering around the ruck. So they're just basically jumping over those fringes, scoring tries like that. So it was definitely, I mean, two of these tries were scored here from the All Blacks like that, and it's definitely something I think the Wallabies will have a look at. And you got to say, that's the thing with the Wallabies. They never say die. I mean, it was 30 minutes in. It was all really All Blacks for that first 30 minutes. And you have to feel that the All Blacks could have probably put up more points. But in the end, only 20 points to 8.
They keep it coming away to the left, and Tupou is there. Now Ikitau injecting. And for the try. He's a right back in it now. Oh, immaculate discipline from the Wallabies.
And this is again what I've said before. The Wallabies, they do so well, is you know, they've got this where they go around wherever there's a ruck and they tackle. The players come around, so they come around the ruck and then create those overlaps. And you can see here again the guys coming from the one side of the field, all coming around, creating that overlap with the extra numbers, if that makes any sense. Also, I have to say, the Wallabies never say die. Really, it's a team that just fights. But you have to say the last 10 minutes from the All Blacks in that first half was a bit disappointing from them. They would definitely be disappointed. Great work by the Wallabies on the other side. just clawing their way back into the game again like they always do. Now we go on from halftime. It's 2017, and this game is anyone's still, and it was amazing how the Wallabies got themselves back into this game. And you have to say probably the All Blacks, the first half, say 30 minutes was theirs, but the last, say 10 to 15 minutes was the Wallabies, and how quickly the Wallabies were able to score the same points as the All Blacks was quite insane. And you see here now 2 penalties again, illegal penalties off their feet when they're trying to jackal. And I must say, Australia is a very competitive team with McWright, Harry Wilson, all the guys wanting to get over the ball. But obviously, if you're off your feet, that's a big thing. So, there's 2 penalties there that they gave away, and that's that just made the All Blacks pull away further again. And a lot of this, if the Wallabies have to look back at losing this game against the All Blacks, they have to say a lot of it just had to do with discipline.
And a win at Eden Park, and they've got the ball, and they're storming towards the line.
Oof.
Referee has the arm out.
Now, one thing that I also noticed in this game that the Wallabies were really, really good at was the rolling mauls, man. And the All Blacks were able to stop them once or twice with the rolling mauls, but here towards the end, you just started to see the Wallabies really getting that rolling maul going really, really well and scoring a great try. Yeah, because of the rolling maul. They kept trying it. They didn't give up. They kept trying it. I have to tell you, it's a good Wallabies team, man. To play like this at Eden Park is not bad. I haven't seen the Wallabies play like this at Eden Park for a while. Oh. Now that was a tough one for Wallaby supporters. I know there's been a lot in the news arguing about this call, but in the end he gets it because the Ruck was formed. That was a tough one though, because that was really the breaking point there. For them losing that yellow card 74 minutes into the game, getting that yellow card was very, very detrimental for them. I mean, it was a 2-point game, and suddenly they're playing with one less player.
Mackenzie now. Geordie Barrett gets the ball on the inside to Paya.
Oh, and this was brilliant. Cam Roygard scores his second. So Cam scores his second, but this was a really, really good backline move. Brilliant how they broke the line, and just the support play, running off each other's shoulders. More type of All Black type rugby that, I haven't been seeing as much of this year. See there, Geordie getting the offload to Paya, and on the inside he's got, of course, Cam Roygard, the speedster. And that's the thing, like, I got to say, Quinta Paya also, when he came on, had a huge impact in this game. Played very, very well. And then Cam Roygard, of course, getting 2 tries in this game. What a return for this guy. And I do feel that some individual players in this game made a huge impact for the All Blacks, and it just gave them that little bit extra for them to win this game at Eden Park. So that's the end score. That's the end score, and we see the Wallabies losing it with the 1 yellow there. And in the end, obviously, the score didn't look too bad. We saw both teams wanting to keep playing, looking for bonus points. The All Blacks also trying to get that extra bonus point. But at the end, just winning by the 33-24. The score line doesn't look too bad in the end. But I got to tell you, I mean, 75, you saw 75, 76 minutes in. There was 2 points in it. And I really have to say that this Wallabies team did really, really well. Well done to the All Blacks winning. I'm taking nothing away from them. But you have to feel as if you're going to be looking at it out of an All Blacks supporter perspective, you still can't say that you're convinced. I'm not fully convinced that the All Blacks are totally stronger than this Wallabies team. And even though they've got the win, the All Blacks will have to pull out something special in this last game. I think it's in Sydney in Australia. Australia will be at home. I don't think Australia's got too many injuries, and I just feel the All Blacks have got a few injuries now. I've seen there's Bodie Barrett's out, for sure out, which means Ruben Love's in. You got questions around Tupo Vai and a few other players that I saw is waiting for answers to see if they'll be playing. Caleb Clark and one or two more. So it is, for me, I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough to say that I can say that the All Blacks are going to go there and beat the Wallabies in Sydney. With the way the Wallabies are playing at the moment, I think they could win one. But the other point is also the All Blacks can't just win it. They need to win it with at least bonus points, because I think for the Springboks, they just need, if they beat Argentina and they don't even need bonus points, then that could basically be a win for them, because they already got a good point difference and they've got bonus points. So for the All Blacks, it's going to be tough. They're going to have to go out there and blow the Wallabies out of the water. Now, we know the All Blacks have done this before in Australia. They've been able to do that. But you just feel this is a different Wallaby team. And personally, I just don't think it's going to be the case. I have to say, guys, if I have to be very honest, I'm wondering if this might not be the one that the Wallabies might win at home. But taking nothing away from the All Blacks, the All Blacks have won the Better Slow Cup. They're going and touring, they're in Australia, and they still have a shot. And if they blow the Wallabies out of the water, they could still win this rugby championship. I mean, I have to say, what a game by Cam Roigard. Caleb Clark had a good game. Ali Savia, again, phenomenal. What a game. But it's loved it, enjoyed it. But I have to tell you, this week coming now, this last week, is going to be something else. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button below. I thank you all for always watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.